Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I am going to start. I will show you how to create a function in JavaScript, how to declare function in JavaScript, what is global variable and local variable. So let's get start. So here is my previous project of JavaScript which I already opened in WebStorm. Now let's get start. So first I am creating a new HTML file. So right click on folder name, then click on new, then select HTML file, then giving the file name function example.html. Click on add, changing title to JavaScript functions. Now creating a new JS file for function example. So again right click here, then click on new, then select JS file. So selecting JS file, now giving this JS file name, so I'm giving function example, click enter. So my function is ready. Now let's also add a body heading tag. So adding JavaScript function tutorial. Now let's create a simple function in JavaScript which do nothing, only print a number. Okay, so first you need to add a keyword function. You need to first add a keyword function. So adding function now, then space, then give the function name. So I am giving a function name like print to number addition. Okay, then give parenthesis. So it's done. Now add opening and closing braces. So here is braces, click enter. Now this part is called body of function. This area is body of function. This is body of function. Now let's do some operation here. So I am just doing a simple operation like adding two numbers. So console.log 2 plus 5. Okay, now how you can call this function? So you don't need to do anything. Just copy the function name and pasting the function name here, the braces, then semicolon. Now here is function declaration and here is this function calling. Let's add comment function declaration function calling. Now let's run my project. So before running my project, let's link the function.js file here. So adding script src function, you can see function example.js, then close this script tag. Now right click here, then click on run function example.html. Click on this. Now let's open console, close this. So here is my console and you can see this output which is printed by our function example.js file. If you click on this, it is printed by this value. So this is simple example of function and how you can create a function. Now let's see how you can create a different types of function in JavaScript. So let's start. This is simple function with no parameter and no return statement. Now let's create a function with passing some data in parameter. So let's see example. Come here and adding another function then adding function name add to number. Okay, now braces, Now here add the parameter. So adding two parameters. So adding num1 and num2. Now just sum of their value. So adding console.log num1 plus num2. Now let's call this method add two number, then passing some numbers. So passing 50 and 60. Now again in my program, you can see output 110. So the example of function using parameter. If you pass data in function, like earlier you can see this is static data. Now here I pass our data, dynamic data, which we want take from user input. Also you can use this function for taking user input. Let's see how you can do this. So taking two number input, where input 1 equal to prompt input num1, then taking input num2, then again calling this method add two number. So add two number. Now already I show you in previous tutorial, you need to pass data when you taking input from prompt, because it return data in string format and you need to pass data into integer format or float format. So let's parse the data. So calling method parse float input 1, then parsing float input 2. Now it's done. Okay, you need to add comma. So it's done. Now let's run the program again. Now give the input 80, 90, and you can see the output. Using dynamic input, you can call the function of JavaScript. So the simple example of function with argument. Now let's see another example of function, which is function with no argument and return some data. So let's see. So adding function with no argument and return. So this is a function name, adding parenthesis, then this is now returning the number, like returning 5 plus 7. Now let's access this value. So adding console.log, and you can pass directly the function name also here. So I'm just passing the function name in console.log here, then bracket. Now let's see what happened when you call this function. Okay, 90, and you can see it returned 12 when you call this method. So this is simple example of function with no argument but return some data. And remember this, when you give return, you can't do after coding the return statement. Like if you can see, if I declare console.log 8, it will not work. You can see unreachable code, because this code can't be reached after return statement. Means once you return all the return method or return some data in function, you can't again use the function below the return statement. So if you see, I run the function. So if you see, I run the page again, what happened? 90, 50, and you can see it print 12 but didn't print the value of 8, because this code can't be reached after return statement. So you can't use the any object or data or any method after return statement. Remember this. Some user do something like after return you can call another method or do something, it will not work. So remember this, when you call the return method, you can't do anything in function. So adding the comment, unreachable code. Now let's see simple example of function with parameter, and also remember this parameter and argument both are same. You can also call this as a parameter or argument. Don't be confused. So remember this function, this is parameter also, or this is argument also. Now let's create a function with argument and return some data. So again creating a function, then giving function name like multiply number. Now taking two input of number, so adding num1, num2, then braces. Now returning the multiplication of number, so return num1 into num2. Here the simple example of returning the number. Now let's call this method. So first here taking input from user, where num1 input equal to prompt input num1 for multiply, then again adding num2 for multiply, then creating a variable name. Now we are returning data from multiply number, so we can store in a variable or direct print the value. For now, just store the data of multiply number in a variable. So declaring a variable where result equal to multiply number, then passing the data parse float num1 input, then comma parse float num2 input, then printing the result. So console.log result. Now let's run the program. So come back again, 60, 40. Now for multiplication I am giving 5, then giving 10. Then you can see result, and you can see again this prints the data. So here this example of function with argument and return some data. So here I show you 4 types of function: function with argument, function with no argument, function without argument, without return. These are 4 types of functions you can create in JavaScript. Now let's see what is the difference between global variable and local variable. So let's see. If I want to access this value inside this function, I also can access this value. Let's see. If I access num1 input and num2 input, let's see what happens if I try to access this value. Let's do one thing, create a separate function. So function global variable example. Now returning data, return num1 input into num2 input. So you can see access the global variable which is num1 and num2. Let's see, print the data in where result 2 equal to global variable and calling the method. So you don't need to pass parameter in function, just accessing the global variable which is num1 and num2. Now let's print the result again, result 2. Giving 10 and 20, and you can see both result of function print 200. You can see result 2 is coming from global variable function example. So I can successfully access my value of num2. You can see if I click on it, it's showing global variable. So this example of global variable. Now let's see what is different between global and local variable. Now let's copy this function name. and come here, changing this to local variable example. Now here you can see I'm accessing the global variable. What happens if I will create a local variable? So num1 input. Now you can see it changed to local variable. Earlier it's showing global variable, but now it's changed to local variable. And again if I change this to okay. Now let's see what happens if I call this method again. Let's call this method there result 3 or do one thing, let's move from here and declare here. So where num1 where num2 input. So it's the example of local variable. You can see it's showing local variable and its color change. Here its color show in purple, which is global variable, and this color is showing different. But this color will not work in other ID. If you are working on IntelliJ ID or Wavestorm, this syntax will show you. So the example of global variable and local variable. Now let's see what happens if I call local variable example. Okay, result 3. Run the program again. 50, 50, 55, 2, and you can see 110, 110, and this showing not a number, which is example of result 3, and result 3 is calling local variable. So you can see I didn't assign value on local variable and it didn't work. If I assign value in local variable like 5 and 6, let's see again. Now let's see again, and you can see 200 is for example of argument data, and the example of global variable, and the example of local variable function. So it's showing correct result like 6 into 530, which is our result of this output. So the example of local variable, you can declare this local variable like here, and you can use this global variable like this. So in some place we need local variable condition and global variable for breaking our code. Also, why we need function? Because for breaking down the code into small parts, we need function. That's why we use function in every programming language. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the video. Please subscribe our channel and like the video.